Going around this circular wall here, which is typical of the Norman times, these two windows here, they were built in Norman times. Come inside, everyone. Mind the step as you come in. Now, on the walls you've got monuments, and on the floor you have monuments. These are called hatchments. They were hung outside the houses of very important people who had just died. And have a look at this monument. I want to tell you something about the family who are remembered here. Can you see their name? What is it? Hall. Hall, that's it. This is the Hall family memorial. Do you think they were rich? Yes. What makes you say that? Yes, there's a lot of carving. It's a big monument, isn't it? Must have cost a lot of money.
Mum, I need the toilet.
Excuse me, Mr. Abbas, my daughter needs to use the toilet.
Well, take her down the path and it's across the road, first house on the left. Okay, let's do some drawing. As an experienced head teacher, and also as a past secretary for the Friends for 10 years, I know that this church has a lot to offer children. But at the moment, we are not getting the numbers of children visiting this church that we ought to have.
Please may I use your
And
toilet?
the reason is we haven't
you
got
so
any
much.
toilets or washing facilities here. What is the solution going to be to this problem?
Right, and that is the width of the building, and the first thing we have to fit into it is a lavatory for disabled use. That has to be quite large, 2.2 metres this way, 1.5 metres that way, so that we can get the lavatory and space for a wheelchair and even a helper. So having got the disabled lavatory in, we have to fit another one in because disabled lavatories can take rather a long time, with the doorway in the middle giving a little lobby for waiting space and all the rest. The position of the doorway is crucial. We're using an existing door. Then we have our side door here, which is both a handy door for people coming in with watering cans or whatever, and also a fire escape door, and for that reason we're going to have to put a path round the side so that the life of the church, which is what really matters, can carry on being a useful social operation, welcoming ever more people, providing the facilities that they need. So that's how it's all come together. We feel, we, the parish council and the Friends, all feel that we're not upsetting the old church, we're adding something new which is really going to make it worthwhile for another 1,000 years.
Right, now I want you to come and have a look at a very interesting feature of this church which is almost unique. You'll see that the wall has been pierced, the apertures are now filled with bricks, but they are a reminder that during the medieval period there was an anchorite cell which was built as a kind of lean-to attached to the original building. And here an anchorite or hermit would have lived. Right, now let's go round to the other side of the church, to the entrance. This is possibly the oldest hanging door in the country. It was originally made in the 14th century. There are many doors dating from that period that still exist, but not many of them are still functioning. To the left, we can see a mass dial. It's a vertical sundial, and there would have been a pointer in the centre, and its shadow would have indicated the time for services. So this is the original handle. Let's come in, and as we do, think of the countless generations who have made their way through this doorway. One of the jewels of the church is certainly this wonderful painting. It dates from the 13th century, and it shows the descent of the cross after the crucifixion. Commentators have spoken of the remarkable quality of this painting for a rather modest village church. And this is something which makes St Leonard's Church absolutely unique. It's the aperture which leads to the cell where the anchorite would spend all his time in dedication to God, and he would be dependent on the local community to provide him with food and sustenance.
Talking about sustenance, any chance of a cup of tea now?
Luckily, we have Libby on duty. But of course, we need more than this temporary setup. Remember, every year we have a series of summer concerts, we have an annual art exhibition. Visitors come from all over the country to be shown around the church by our team of stewards. And above and beyond all that, people come here for weddings, for baptisms and for funerals. And always there is a need for the toilet and for washing facilities. I'll leave the last word to our vicar, Robert Thompson.
Do you know, I sometimes wonder what people think vicars walk around thinking, heavenly thoughts, something a little high-minded perhaps. Little do they know that the answer is actually toilets, something as functional, as practical as that. But we have to do this. It's obviously hard work, but it's also an enormous privilege. We are custodians of a sacred past, but we're also trying to share with future generations something really rather special here in St Leonard's. Just look at this place. It speaks for itself. Historians have talked of it as a hidden gem. Our aim is simply to let it shine.